Hey everybody, it's Mark Campbell with 4Birdie Golf. In this video, I'm going to cover what I've covered in a couple other videos, gotten some comments on torque and how to build torque. Some viewers like me, one day you feel like you're building torque up and you've got a lot of speed in your swing and you feel powerful, and then maybe the next day you go out there and all of a sudden you've lost that feeling. So we'll cover torque, how to build it, and then how to keep it and things to look for so that you can stay consistent with those feelings and execute the way you're trying to. So building up torque is more, I said this in my last video, you don't want to just necessarily turn and turn. Although that looks good, you're not building up a lot of speed. So you want to incorporate that turn with a twist. So the key to twisting is, what I mean by that is, as I'm turning, my hip doesn't just turn away, it's actually turning and rising. So since it's turning and rising, I've got that twist and I've got that torque. And once I do it properly, and just getting my club to the top, it's gonna make me drive down and untwist. When I'm untwisting, I'm turning, and the opposite happens. This hip, instead of just turning around, is gonna turn and twist. Rory does it really well. I've said that in my other videos. He's a great example. So if you ever lose that feeling of twisting as you're turning and you find yourself, oh, I'm just turning, how do I hit the ball and get that power and get that compression I was looking for? Think about this. So let's build it up from the ground up. So we're using the ground as leverage, and what I like to do is I like to really have the weight on the ball of my left foot, and as a matter of reference, more on the back of my right foot, and that's going to promote I'm using my feet, the ground up, my feet, my lower leg, my upper leg, my hips, all the way up through my core and rib cage and shoulders to build the twist. So another way of saying that, I'm not just thinking about my upper body and maybe, let's just call it my belt buckle, turning away and turning through. So building this up from the feet, again, I've got my weight on the ball of my left foot, more so on the right. And if I'm on this angle, that's going to promote a twist and turn up. Bryson DeChambeau does that really well. He really builds that up. A lot of long drivers do. Not saying we're trying to be long drivers out here, but this will really help you twist. So if on this angle, back to my weight, ball of the left foot, maybe more back on my right foot, let's build it from that ball up to the middle of my leg, and maybe my left knee up to the middle of my right thigh, my left hip into the right rib cage, and my left shoulder on up to the top of my swing. So you build it from the ground up and you unwind it from the ground down. So I'm building that club up from the ground and I'm unwinding with a plant back down into that left ball of the foot here, and then my lower leg goes, my upper leg goes, then it goes up to my hips and waist, into my chest, and now finally the club follows me all the way back down to impact, and off you go to the target. Everything will just happen that way. So on this angle, let's build it up from the ground. Give you another visual. Weight on the left side of the ball of the foot here, back right of the right foot. Let's build that from the ground. So I'm twisting. So think about, if this is the club, instead of turning being flat, we're building the power up this way from the ground. So left foot to the middle of the right leg, left knee to the right thigh, left hip up to the right rib cage, and then your left shoulder finishes up to the club. And then I'm unwinding with the ground. So with my left foot and lower leg followed by my right knee, I'm unwinding. Then that's going to trigger my hip to unwind, and then my rib cage is unwinding, and finally the club is falling back down, and you're going to be in a great impact position to go ahead and release fully and face the target. And what you'll feel again is like how we started the video. Instead of the turn, you're going to have the twist up, twist, untwisting down and through. I hope that helps. Comment below if you have any questions. Happy to answer any questions and maybe give you a different feeling. But for those of you that have had those questions, I hope it really helps, and good luck out there.